dead here in New York City from last night's biblical rain.
Robert Joy, thank you. The Washington Monument still shut down tonight as crews work to repair the damage after it was hit by lightning.
Out of Mexico, this is what the USGS is now calling a 7.0 magnitude.
Extreme weather is being recorded around the world, from flooding in Europe to wildfires in the US.
2 woes, 3 woes. Your faith, don't let it go. He lived, he died, he rose. His wind, he bout to blow. Babylon fall. Babylon fall. Babylon fall. Babylon fall. We can see the plagues, we can see the fall, we can see the rise. We can see the truth, we know we the Jews, we can see the lies. Won't let us go, don't let us know, we can see the prize. Trusting in your word, sing your mighty hand one more time. 1 woe, 2 woes, 3 woes. Choose life, don't lose your soul. 1 woe, 2 woes, 3 woes. Choose life, don't lose your soul. 1 woe, 2 woes, 3 woes. Your faith, don't let me go. He lived, he died, he rose. His wind, he bout to blow.
It's gonna be a brighter day.
Brighter day.
Brighter day, brighter day, brighter day.
Brighter day, a brighter day. When things are not going your way, take it to him and just kneel down and pray. Countless thoughts that keep me up at night. I call on my Abba, he makes everything alright. Ooh, his love is unconditional, he fills my cup, it overflows. Ooh, I know that he's able. Trust and see, I know it's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day, it's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day, it's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day, it's gonna be a brighter day. Brighter day.
Life can be so tricky sometimes. Always have you caught up. No time to be blind because we used to live a fantasy. My Abba never wanted that for you or me. Yeah. Ooh, his love is unconditional. He fills my cup, it overflows. Ooh, I know that he's able. Trust and see, I know it's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day.
It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day.
Brighter day, yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna be
A brighter day.
a brighter day. Ooh, a brighter day.
Yes. Shalom, Yasharala, Shalom. That was Brighter Day. That was Brighter Day featuring sister, I almost forgot her name, Sister Natalia, but she goes by Alia now, Sister to Alia, her Hebrew name. So that was my song, one of my singles. It's called Brighter Day. How are we all doing? Praise the Most High. Shabbat Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. And like I do every week, if I'm coming in nice and clear, please put the qualms in the chat. I need to hear them qualms in the chat, or see them qualms in the chat. Please do me that favor. If I'm coming in nice and clear, please put them qualms in the chat. I really appreciate you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. I know it's an unusual day that I'm coming on, Friday, but we're going to talk about that as well too. But praise the Most High, Shabbat Shalom, peace and blessings, brothers and sisters throughout the four corners of the earth. You're now tuned in to the Born of Levi Experience.
This is the Born of Levi Experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Yes. I pray that you all are doing blessed. Yes, thank you for putting the qualms in the chat. I really appreciate the qualms in the chat. Oh man, praise the Most High. We're gonna have a great show today. I know you guys already see the title. AI, will you be replaced? And I don't want this to be a crazy topic, being that we're in the Shabbat, but we gotta talk about it, because what the Gentiles is doing, or the nations, I should say, oh man, it's looking crazy. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see how this fits into Bible prophecy and what we need to be doing moving forward. But once again, peace and blessings, and I hope you guys enjoyed that song. It's streaming on all major platforms, right? It's called Brighter Day by myself. My musical name is Melodic Hazak, right? I go by Officer Hazak, and this is the Born of Levi Experience. Yeah, so much aliases, but y'all gonna learn, right? But praise the Most High, praise the Most High. Oh man, it's been such a long week. But I don't know. Like I said, I be saying it's a long week, but I know y'all feel it too. It's like the weeks are speeding up day by day. It's like, yo, we just leave the Shabbat, and next thing you know, you turn around 1 second, you have the Shabbat again. So, yo, we know that's the Most High's doing. Christ told us that. We're going to read about that too. But we're going to talk about it, man. All right. Please hit the like button as well too. Do me that favor. Hit that like button. Hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe too if you haven't subscribed either. Hold on real quick. Light's a little bright. Yeah. Subscribe too. To all my new viewers. Shalom, whatever the case is. Or peace and blessings, I should say, if you don't know what the Hebrew is. It just means peace and blessings to you, right? We're gonna get started. Like I was saying, I know today is not my usual day of streaming. I'm streaming today on a Friday night. Elder wanted to go on yesterday. He couldn't go on Wednesday. So Elder Rawchaa actually went Wednesday, and I'm today, right? But nonetheless, I'm on. Most High willing, I believe next week we're going back to the regular schedule programming next week, right? And here we are, right? The age of AI. I want to jump right into it, man, because I don't even want to waste nobody's time. I got a couple of videos that I want to play, and what's happening right now in the world is I'm not going to say it's scary, but it's scary for those who don't have a clue. And I would say that's about 80% of the population. I could probably say more. But I want to say, just to be fair, about 80% of the population really don't have a clue, right? A lot of people is content with the way their lives are being ran, and mind you, they're not even running their own lives. Pretty soon, AI will be running your life. And this is what I wanted to talk about today, right? Because I want to see if we could tie this into Bible prophecy. I want to see if the Most High warned us about this, because, of course, the scriptures don't tell us about robots running around and, artificial intelligence, whatever that is, right? Because they're saying it's artificial intelligence, but I don't believe it's artificial, right? I believe it's a real entity. And we're going to get into that as well, too. Because ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing as an artificial intelligence. Like, that's not an intelligence that just popped up out of thin air, right? We're gonna see, and I'm gonna. A matter of fact, I'm gonna try to show y'all a tool too that's even out there. Most of you guys even heard about it, but I'm gonna talk about it briefly. Some of y'all probably heard about it. It's called Chat GPT. All right, we're gonna talk about that as well too. But it's a form of artificial intelligence that can respond to you. It has a brain. Well, I don't know if I should say the word brain, but it has a level of intelligence. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. I'm not gonna continue to string y'all along, right? But artificial intelligence, right? What was crazy is I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, right? And people just kept sending me stuff about artificial intelligence. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go that direction. But next week, brothers and sisters, I got a great show lined up for y'all next week. Very informative, very informational, and I think it's gonna be a very great topic that we'll all be able to delve into and to get our gears going, because like I said, we're building a kingdom, right? And like Christ told us, the kingdom cometh not by observation, meaning there's something that we all have to do to build this kingdom that is coming, right? And I hope that everybody in their respective places, their cities, wherever you are throughout the four corners of the earth, you're building, right? Not just for your family, but for others as well too, because we are to help and bear each other's infirmities as much as we can. I'm not saying that we're gonna pay everyone's way, but we should have enough to not just feed ourselves, but also our families as well too. But I pray everybody is preparing though, right? I pray everybody is preparing, because this topic that we're going to talk about, like I'm saying, AI, will you be replaced? And I think, all right, I'm not going to say I think. This is what I believe is taking place right now. And some of you guys could agree with me, or you guys could put it in the chat. And, most high willing, I'll open up the lines a little later and we can have a conversation. Maybe you guys could tell me what you guys have seen in your areas going on, right? So we all know 2020 came and look at this, guys. 2020 came, and that was 3 years ago. Seemed like it was yesterday, right? But 2020 came, and along with that, they rolled out their magic potion. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a magic potion. And a potion, when you look, and I did this a while back, when you look at the word, when you look up the word potion, the etymology of the word, it just means a poison. Look it up. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up in the meantime, right? So in 2020, right, they rolled out their agenda, right? Their magic potion, right? Let me see. Right? They rolled out their potion, and everybody had to take it. Right? Everybody had to take it, and if you didn't take it, you was faced with layoffs. You lost your job. You couldn't operate in society. They made you feel as if you were the cause of the disease or the outbreak. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but that's how they made it. That's how they made us feel, those who opposed the system, right? And not only that, to shame you, they made you put on a mask on top of that, right? And a lot of people don't even understand that mask concept, right? The whole reason for them making you put on that mask, right, it was a slow kill as well too. But you know, I don't want to go into that. But they shamed you, right? And how did they shame us? So basically, if you wanted to go out to eat with your family, right? And as they started to loosen their grips on society, they was like, all right, so if you don't have the magic potion, in order for you to come in my restaurant, you have to put on this mask, right? You have to walk to your table with it on, but when you sit on your table, when you sit down at your table, you could take it off as if it only knows to attack when you're standing up. But if you have to go to the bathroom, make sure you put it back on because it knows you're walking. So they were shaming the population for not getting the magic potion, right? And a series of news came out, right? A series of news came out speaking about people who has been taking the magic potion, right? Now actually have a shorter lifespan. And that goes to predominantly the people who's been on schedule with the magic potion. When you got the first one, then you would have to get, I think it was 2 boosters, I believe. Right? So now I seen a post. I don't even know if I could play it. But somebody sent me a post speaking, and it was a scientist or a doctor speaking that those who has taken all 3 schedules will be passing away pretty soon. Within the next 3 years, we'll be seeing a lot of fatalities due to the taking of the magic potion, allegedly, supposedly, right? This magic potion. So now my theory is, or what I believe is like, okay, so now 2020 passed. That was 3 years ago. That's old news. Now we're in 2023, and then there is like we see a surge or push for this AI thing. AI is all over. It's like the newest thing, right? Like how when crypto first came out, crypto was the newest hot button topic. It still is, but now it's I don't know if y'all been noticing, but now it's AI. It's artificial intelligence, right? And along with that, they're not just creating software that's artificial intelligence. They're also creating robots to do tasks that normal people do. And I find it funny because a lot of the jobs that these robots, or they're building these robots for, are jobs that normal people have, or people who live, who's in a specific demographic. Mainly, I don't want to say the poor, but like, you know, the average Joe, right? You work at a convenience store or a stock person, right? You're a driver for a living. You drive trucks. You drive taxi. A lot of their rollouts of AI is about autonomous creating an autonomous workplace where now it's not a person you're dealing with. You're dealing with a robot, AI, right? The person that the person that you would hire, right, to stock the shelves and to do the heavy lifting, they're looking to replace you with a robot. Not only that, if you're your own owner operator of a tractor trailer truck, you know what? We got something for y'all too. We're creating self-driving autonomous trucks, tractor trailers. That'll take a truck full of cargo from one side of the country to the next side of the country without a driver. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, yo, if they're replacing our jobs with robots, what do they expect is going to happen to us? Huh? What do they expect is going to happen to us? Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. I got to pull this up. What do they expect is going to happen to us? Are they expecting a mass reduction in the population in the next 3 years because of the magic potion? So they have to replace the slaves with mindless slaves, drones, robots. Now this is just my theory. This is what I'm thinking. Because why are they looking to put robots in place where people were working? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Right? Hold on. Let me bring this up. Huh? Look at this. Let me see if I could share it with you. Are they expecting a mass reduction in the human population? Look at y'all screen. The Georgia Guidestones. A lot of you already heard of this, but if you didn't, I'll speak about it briefly. The Georgia Guidestones was a granite monument that stood in Elbert County, Georgia, United States, right? From 1980, this is when they put it up, 1980. I wasn't even thought of yet. 1980 to the year 2022. It was 19 feet, 3 inches tall, right? And made from 6 granite slabs weighing a total of 237,746 pounds, right? The structure was sometimes referred to as an American Stonehenge, right? The monument's creator believed that there was going to be an upcoming social. This is what the creators of this thing said. This is what they believe was going to come. There was going to be an upcoming social, nuclear, or economic calamity. And they wanted the monument to serve as a guide for humanity in the world which would exist after. Sounds like something that they would plan. Like who gave these creators the insight that would happen? The devil, a demon, like, right? That's exactly what happened. So they put the Georgia Guidestones up, right, for the next generation of people who would be here after the social or nuclear or economic calamity, right? Controversial from its time of construction, it ultimately became the subject of conspiracy theories, right? I don't believe it's a conspiracy theory. Then here you go. A conspiracy theory is an explanation for an event or a situation that asserts the existence of a conspiracy by a powerful and sinister group. All right, whatever. That's just a word that they throw out there, trying to cover up what they actually do, right? Which alleged that it was connected to Satanism. Who else can we connect it to? Can't connect it to the Most High God. Only a satanic being would devise such a plan to reduce the population by like 500. What was it? 500 million? Are you a planet full of billions of people? A planet full of billions. You want to reduce the population of the earth to 500 million. That sounds satanic to me. Right? So are they planning to replace us or those who may have taken the magic potion with autonomous robots that'll be able to do the menial jobs that we once covered? This is just my thought. It's just a theory. Huh? Because if you think them building artificial intelligence or robots to help the world, you got another thing coming.
Bamboozled, ran amok, led astray.
A new soundbite for y'all. You've been bamboozled. Them things is not here to help us. Put it in the chat if you think them things is here to help us. And I'm going to show you what they're here to help. I'm going to show y'all what they're here to help. Have we been replaced? Or are we, or will we be replaced? The age of AI. It's getting crazy, y'all. Because the more and more, I feel like the more and more we get to the end of things, the crazier we're starting to see the faces of the people who's running this planet, this earth, or the government. It's like they have no other choice but to show how crazy they really are. Huh? What I want to start with? I'm going to start with this. Look, let me show y'all this. Matter of fact, before I even show y'all that. Once again, I appreciate you guys for coming in. Continue to hit that like button. Continue to share this. You know, we going in on this Sabbath night. We going in. To bring in the Sabbath, we going in. Right? We definitely going in. That's right. The wizard is coming from behind the curtain. Like the scripture tells us, we all gonna be like, this was him who deceived the earth? When we finally get to see who is running this whole thing, we're gonna be like, this is the man. This is the one who beguiled and confused the whole earth. Him? He gonna be just like the wizard, right? Let me show you. Let me start here. Let me read this, because we got to get some understanding. Right? Okay. You got to show, man. All right. I'm at Matthew 24, verse 21. It says, for then shall be great, and this is our Savior speaking, Christ, our soon coming King, who's going to come and put an end to this madness that we're actually experiencing, right? Matthew 24, verse 21 says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Meaning that this era that we're about to embark into, and that we're about to get in, or we're going into, has never been like this ever in life. There was no such thing as an artificial intelligence during the time of the prophets. That didn't exist, right? Robots wasn't walking the earth. Like, that didn't happen. So Christ is speaking about a future prophecy of things that's never been on this earth will start to be on this earth, right? It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So now we're getting somewhere here. Christ is telling us that we're about to live in a time that has never been on this earth before. But he has to shorten those days so that way we can be saved out of it. Meaning, he's not going to rapture us out of it like how the Christian church is teaching it. Oh, we don't got to worry about that. We don't got to worry about robots and the mark of the beast and none of that stuff, because we're going to be raptured into heaven, safe and sound. That's not what Christ just said. Christ said he has to shorten the days so that way we could be saved out of it. Right? So that means whatever is coming on this earth is coming. Y'all got to understand that. Whatever is coming on the earth is coming. And we are not going to be able to stop it, but we can plan around it. And we could do as much planning as we can until Christ say, you know what? I got to come and save my people. Or until he get the word from the Father and be like, yo, all right, my son, wreak havoc. Except those days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved. No flesh should be saved if those days aren't shortened. So this is why we got to talk about this age of AI, because this is going to affect us some way, somehow. Okay? Those things that they're building is going to affect us. Look at this. I want to show y'all this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the first video now, because I'm gonna go to this video. Where am I? Hold on. Let me play it back. So look at this. Remember, Christ said, "Except those days be shortened." Right? Let's take a look at this together. This is a company called Boston Dynamics. Some of you guys may have heard of this company. I've been watching this company for several years, right? And they seem to only show this robot that we see on the screen. And this was a couple of years ago. So imagine what they have right now. Let's take a look together. Look at that thing. That's a robot doing that. That's not a human being. They've built a machine that could do somersaults and stuff that humans could do. Good job. Perfect landing. And you know, some people might say that's not even real. That's that's CGI. Okay, that's computer animated. Yeah, okay, I beg to differ. Look at this thing. Wait, let me go. Look at this. Oh man, hold on. I wonder what this one in the back could do. Look how big that one is. Look at this one. I wonder what this one could do. Why didn't press play for this one? That one looks like a Terminator. That joint opening the door, going outside, taking a stroll. Look at the technology that these people have. I wonder, where did they get this technology from? I do wonder, where did they get this technology from? Look at this thing. Look. Whoa. And look at this guy. Wouldn't it be crazy if that thing just turned around and just started choking him? That'd have been crazy, right? So they're just, brothers and sisters, I'm just gonna say this. They're just showing you the simple things that this thing could do. Lifting up a 10-pound box. Okay, that's cute. You know, I think I want one around the house. It could help me do simple chores. Yeah? Okay. Look what these guys are building. I don't know about y'all, but this is straight out of a sci-fi film. Now, yo, look how this thing gets up now. So this thing is pretty much almost unstoppable. Can you imagine you got to fight a couple of hundred of these things off because you got to get your family out of a specific location and they sending these things in? Not this, but I'm pretty sure they got ones that can run fast, jump high, and can you imagine? You know what this remind me of? I don't know if any of you guys, and I'm sorry I keep pausing it, but I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with X-Men. Some of the younger generation might know. But the X-Men, right? And every time the X-Men, they were the mutants, right? Right? They were the outcasts of society, right? They all had superpowers, right? They were all born different. Sounds familiar, right? They were born stronger than the rest. And the government created what is called sentinels, these big tall robots to sift them out of their hiding places and to bring them and to destroy them. This is what this reminds me of. Sentinels coming to sift out and find the chosen. Those who have Christ and the Most High's mark in the middle of their forehead. They'll be able to sift you out. See you in the crowd. Oh, he has the mark. Take him. Huh? What if? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's what it is. But what if they have a technology that could do that? What if they have that? Right? Because you seen Bill Gates of hell, what he was talking about, the God gene. Hold on. Let me make this bigger. I'm gonna come back to this video. The God gene. They say that there is a gene that all of us have, and that's in our brain. It's called the God gene. And whenever one that has the gene, right, or who believes in God, a part of their brain lights up in the front of their brain. It lights up. But when an atheist heard the word, it was a negative. I forgot it was like a negative charge. But they're trying to find a way, and I believe they found a way because that video came out I think about 2004. Right? They were talking. Bill Gates of hell was talking to the CIA about the God gene that's in us, and they wanted to find a way to take out the God gene because of why? For those who are labeled religious extremists. That was their way of countering. Okay, if we encounter a religious extremist, at that time it was the jihad or Ishmael and them, the Arabs. The religious extremists at that time. So they wanted to take the God gene out of them so that way they don't do crazy religious acts of self-destruction. But was the target really them, or the target is us? Because we have that gene in us. That's what connects us to the Father. And who's to say they're not building these robots that could see infrared? I don't know. I'm just saying. Christ said, unless those days be shortened. But look at this thing. It's unstoppable. That thing is going outside. It's just going for a walk. He ain't doing nothing. Look. That thing, look what it's. Whoa, yo, look how high that thing is jumping. Look how high it can jump. A backflip, y'all. A backflip. This is what this thing could do about. Let me see when this video came out. I think about 4 or 5 years ago. Well, this is 3 years ago. This is what this robot was doing 3 years ago. 2020. Now imagine what it could do now in 2023. I can't even do a backflip. That's crazy. 2017, Boston Dynamics. Is there more on this? Okay, they got more on this. Let's continue watching it. Look at that thing. Oh. Okay, they got some kinks they got to work out. They just trying to show it got some imperfections. Yeah, they perfected it. And that's what they were showing us. I believe they been had technology that was like an older model. They already been had a newer model. They just showing us their old stuff. Look at this. This thing is stacking boxes. Huh? Now who work these kind of jobs? Who work these kind of jobs? Stock person jobs. Who are they coming for? Look at that. You don't need a person to do that no more. You don't need people. What do you need people for? We got robots. We don't need people. Huh? We don't need people. All right, that's it on that. We don't need people. What we need people for? We got that. We got robots, autonomous robots. Huh? Listen, Esau was never playing with us. Okay? They was never playing. And while they're building this, what are some of us doing? A lot of our people is online to get the next pair of Jordans. Not doing anything to preserve you. Huh? There was something I wanted to show y'all too. Look at this. Was this it? No. Right? So they saying that these things are here to help us. But take a look at this. This is crazy too. Take a look at this. I'm gonna play this one too. Take a look at this. Right? It's fair use, right? We're just using it for educational purposes, but look at this.
Well, we had a good run. The Biden administration asking the...
Well, we had a good run. What?
Public for help regulating artificial intelligence after a bot laid out plans to destroy humanity. It also comes a month after Elon Musk joined other tech leaders warning about the risk to society if AI is not reined in.
And we always hearing about this Elon Musk guy. I wonder who he really is. Like I never heard anything about him until the Tesla cars. Now all of a sudden he's everywhere. Who are you?
Is a tech policy research associate at the Heritage Foundation. He joins us live in studio. Jake, I have to admit, I'm absolutely terrified of this. And, my mind always go to, when you see this chaos, this AI bot chaos, GPT tweet, human beings are among the most destructive and selfish creatures in existence. But there's no doubt that we must eliminate them before they cause more harm to our planet. I, for one, am committed to doing so.
So this is what an AI bot said, right? It's an online program called Chat GPT. But this one, I never heard about this one. No, this one is called Chaos GPT. Okay, with a name like Chaos, I would expect you to say something crazy like this. The first part of your name is Chaos. What good can come from chaos? It says human beings are among the most destructive and selfish creatures in existence. This is what this so-called artificial intelligence is saying. Human beings are among the most destructive and selfish creatures in existence. There is no doubt that we must eliminate them before they cause more harm to our planet. And listen to what the bot says at the end. I, for one, am committed to doing so. How can a robot think to say that? How? That doesn't make sense. If I'm the human being that went into a lab and then I typed in a series of codes and then I build this bot, I built this program, I built it, I'm the human being, I created it. I know I didn't program it to say something like this. Why would I create a program to say something destructive like this about human beings? I, for one, am committed to doing so. So now the question is that really an artificial intelligence? Or isn't it some kind of supreme being that once existed and was swept away in the deluge or in the flood during the time where only 8 people survived that deluge? Yeah, Nephilim. Somebody said it right. It's a Nephilim. What is a Nephilim? Some of you might ask if you don't know what a Nephilim is. Genesis chapter 6 verse 1 says that the earth was corrupt and there were giants in the earth in those days. Matter of fact, let me read it because just in case if somebody who's new falls upon this, don't think that we're just making this up out of thin air, right? Let me go here real quick for you. I'm going to read it real quick so we could get some understanding where these beings came from. Let's start at Genesis 6 and 1. Right? And it says, so this is the King James Version Bible. You can find one of these in your house, probably collecting dust somewhere if you haven't picked it up in a while. But I advise that you do pick it up so you could read and understand what we understand. Genesis 6 and 1 says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. And daughters was born unto them, right? That the sons of God saw that the daughters of men, right, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. So we understand that the sons of God that it's talking about here is not mere men, right? God would not be upset and destroy the earth because human men wanted to marry human woman. So the sons of God, these are angelic beings. You find more of that information in the book of Enoch. And you can read that about 200 angels descended upon Mount Hermon and made a contract with each other. And they bonded themselves by spiritual implications. Excuse me. And they came down and disobeyed the Most High, and they took human daughters, human women, and laid with them. Right? And it says, verse 3, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Now it gets to the meat of it. Verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days. So the Bible tell you that there were giants in the earth. Some people might say, yeah, I don't believe that. That don't make sense. That's not real. Oh, yeah? Why would the Bible say it? It's not real? It says there were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that. Also after that. When the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. These were like the mythological gods that we read about in Greek mythology, right? Hercules, Hermes, and all of these strange gods. This is where it come from. You see? And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of their thoughts of their heart was only evil continually. So now the question is, how did mankind grow so evil? Who taught mankind evil? Yeah, the same 200 angels that came down on Mount Hermon, they taught mankind all manner of wickedness. That they taught mankind secret knowledge that mankind was not supposed to have. They taught them the working of metals, science, potions. They gave them all new technology. They gave women makeup and all of these stuff to beautify themselves, to deceive men. They even gave mankind the understanding of how to create abortions. It tells you that in the book of Enoch. You got to read it. Abortions, yeah, that's a fallen angel. That's a fallen angel technology. Abortions. So when you read the book of Enoch, it tells you that the Most High was looking at these giants as like, yo, and he was talking to Enoch. He's like, yo, I don't got no place for these beings because I did not create them. He said, the spirits that I created in heaven is their dwelling. But the spirits that I've created on earth is their dwelling. Also showing another thing too. When you die, you don't float into heaven. When you die, you remain on the earth, but you go in the inner earth, in a holding place called either Hades, the place of torment, or Abraham's bosom. That's where all the souls are kept right now to this day. Nobody died and floated into heaven. That was another Christian theologian deception that they gave us, right? So the Most High is looking at mankind. He's like, yo, I created mankind to be on earth, so when they die, their souls stay on earth. And he said, yo, well, since I didn't create them, yo, they're gonna roam the earth. When the giants die, their spirits will remain on earth, and they will be called evil spirits. Yes, brothers and sisters, this is where evil spirits come from. The Nephilim. And when they were on the earth in physical form as giants, their sole purpose was to destroy mankind. Because one would say, why did the angels teach mankind all these things? Was it to really help humanity? No. They also wanted to kill off humanity, just like how Lucifer wanted to kill off Adam and Eve because he didn't want to bow to the image of God. So you could see that these angels also had a problem with the image of God too, because they created these angels and dinosaurs. They started splicing animals, and this is where dinosaurs come from. Dinosaurs are demonic creatures as well. They're not creatures of the Most High, because if they were, they would have made it on the ark. They didn't make it on the ark. This is why you could find their skeleton there. You could find their remains, their bones. These creatures, the Nephilim created them, right? And they taught mankind all manner of evil. So now one would say, well, some of the stuff that they taught mankind, it actually helps us. What was it really for our benefit? Was it really for our good? Because now, fast forward to 2023, they're still giving mankind information to create AI, so that way these falling spirits or these evil spirits could live through AI. Because like we read in the book of Revelations, right? It tells you in the book of Revelations that the bottomless pit was open. They found the key to the bottomless pit. They have it. It was given to them. An angel came down and gave them the key to open up the bottomless pit. And what do you think? What do you guys think came out of that bottomless pit? Right? In the book of Jubilees, it tells you that there was, I think it was not a tenth remained, but like 90% of the evil spirits that died on earth was locked up in the bottomless pit. But they were released. As you read the book of Revelation, they were released. So now if all of these demons, and now you have CERN that's also opening up different portals in the earth, they're releasing these evil spirits. Don't you think that these evil spirits need a host? This is why they're open up the floodgates and legalize marijuana to open up people's vessels. And the thing is, these people think that they're smoking marijuana. They're not even smoking marijuana. You're not smoking marijuana. You're not smoking real stuff. You're smoking some synthetic lab created drug that's meant to open up your body for demon possession. There's a drug that's out here in New York City, and it went crazy when it first came out. It was called K2. Look it up. First in Florida, it was something called bath salts. It was something called bath salts that was turning people into zombies, but we know that's not a zombie. That's just demonic possession. And then they created something about like 2-3 years ago or 4 years ago, before the pandemic, called K2. Some synthetic drug that you can buy at a corner store and smoke it, and then they just have you in a zombified state. So there's not too many people who's taking K2. So these demons is like, nah, we not inhabiting too much people. Build us robots. Matter of fact, we're gonna live through AI, and then we're gonna formulate our plan through there. Yeah. Listen, this place is not what we think. This is not what we think it is. This is why Christ said, unless he shorten up them days, no flesh shall be saved. So we got to understand this stuff is coming. Right? We got to understand it. And we have to prepare. Right? We really got to prepare. Because look at this. I want to show you this too.
Thank you.
Let me start. I want to show you this. Let me just fast forward a little bit. Look at this. Because, you know, the way they're introducing it right now, it seems cool. Like, yo, it seems like this stuff is going to help. I would love to have a robot in the house helping me clean up and do regular chores. Right? You know what? I don't like dealing with other human beings. I like to go into a store, get my product, and get it done, and get in and get out. And certain store managers like, you know what? People keep on calling out. I need efficiency. Matter of fact, bring me these robots, because these robots, they're not gonna call out. They're gonna do the job. They're gonna be programmed to do the job. So we thinking that this is a benefit to society, but is it really a benefit to society to have these things running around? Look at this.
The world's largest retailer has announced plans to automate 65% of its stores by
Okay, I should be back. Okay, I should be back. Right? Okay, I should be back. Let me play back the video just a little bit, because it looks like for some reason I went out. Huh? It looks like I went out. I should be back. If I'm back, please put some qualms in the chat, brothers and sisters. Put them qualms for your boy. All right. See? That AI, they trying to tap into my system. You ain't gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. But let me make sure everything is back in order. All right, good. We back. All right. Let me play back the video now, so we could get this thing rolling, right? So apparently they talking about the numbers for the AI. I mean, not the AI, for Walmart. It's all about money, right? This is what they're projecting, that the sales for Walmart is gonna, you know what I mean, is gonna go back, is gonna go up once they roll out this autonomous robot plan, right?
To be
there you go.
$5.90, between $5.90 to $6.05. It's worth noting that both that sales growth number and the EPS is lower than the past year. And as Walmart braces for a slowdown in sales, they're really playing up efficiency. The other main announcement to come out today was that they plan to make a big automation push. By the end of the fiscal year for 2026, they expect to have roughly 65% of its stores serviced by automation.
Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? They said by 2026, by the end of fiscal year of 2026, Walmart plans to have 65% of their business to be ran by autonomous workers, by automation, robots, artificial intelligence. So they're coming out and telling people to plan. Y'all see that? They coming out and telling y'all to plan. But, let's continue.
And today, one of the highlights of the investor event was giving a tour of a distribution center that has a bunch of robots powering both the breakdown of pallets and putting together pallets that ultimately take all the types of groceries and merchandise to stores in a more efficient way that Walmart said will boost profits.
So basically, they're trying to say that Walmart, let me get them out of here. So they're basically trying to say that Walmart is losing money because their workers aren't as efficient in getting the supply out for the demand. That's basically how they're trying to push this thing. I'm not buying it. I mean, it sounds cute, but I'm not buying it. Y'all not catching me.
Bamboozled, ran amok, led astray.
Y'all not catching me. I'm telling you right now. Let me walk into a Walmart and I see one of them things come up to me asking me for help. I'm tripping it. I'm like, yo, I don't know how it fell. It just fell. I don't know. You're not catching me. Huh? Let me see what else they got to say here.
This move towards automation has sparked debate among many people about what it will mean for Walmart employees who are already facing job insecurity due to the pandemic-induced economic downturn.
Y'all heard that? Some people are asking what this would mean for Walmart employees who've already suffered enough during that pandemic through the economic downturn. Georgia Guidestones. We just read that. You can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up, man. Do me a favor, continue to hit that like button so that the people who fell off during the stream when it got cut off, they could join us back. But y'all guys are doing a great job. I appreciate you guys for hitting that like button and sharing this content, man. We gonna continue though. So this is what they talking about. This is why I asked that question. Will you be replaced?
The introduction of automated systems could potentially reduce labor costs for Walmart while also increasing efficiency in their operations. This could be beneficial for
reducing labor costs, meaning we don't gotta pay y'all no more. Reducing the cost that it costs us to hire you guys, who's not really doing a good job anyways. We could just put these guys, the kill destroy guys, in your place, and when we're ready to really use them, we'll just flip the switch.
Consumers, as they be able to access products faster and cheaper than before. However, it could also lead to job losses if some positions become obsolete due to automation, or if employees are replaced with machines that can do their jobs more efficiently and cost effectively. On the other hand, there are those who argue that automation could actually create new jobs rather than eliminate existing ones.
Like what?
For example, there may be an increased demand for engineers or technicians who can maintain or repair automated systems or develop new technologies that can further improve efficiency in warehouses or stores.
Okay, so the question is, how many people are engineers? I don't really know that much engineers. I'm trying to think, do I know of any off the top? I don't know if I know of any engineers off the top. But yeah, you're gonna create jobs like that for those people who have engineer degrees. But what about the people who don't have the degrees and that rely on jobs like such as stock persons or cashiers? What are you going what are they supposed to do? And this is why I'm saying we need to start thinking outside of the box. Thinking, how can I make sure that I'm still provided for my family, even if they do take those jobs? Because they're trying to replace you with AI. That's what they're trying to do.
Additionally, there may be an increased need for customer service representatives who can help customers navigate automated systems or provide assistance when needed.
So basically, they'll just have one person to help you, with regular questions. Or to help you or to train you, to show you how to use the robot. That's all. They're only going to need one person for that. You don't need a team. It'll probably just be the store manager.
Furthermore, some experts believe that automation could actually lead to higher wages, since companies would need fewer workers, but still need skilled professionals who can manage complex tasks, such as programming robots or managing data analytics tools. Now,
still need a degree for that too.
Of the behind-the-scene automation that's already been implemented at Walmart. Take a look.
Walking through the entire process of a case will help to see how efficient distribution centers can be with Symbotic, and the different configurations of adapter cells to include.
So they already got autonomous machines already working. So you could imagine once they added those machines, a couple of hundred people lost their positions already from that machine that's stocking those boxes on the conveyor belt. They're not done with y'all.
Automated outbound, automated inbound, and floor-loaded inbound. Product that has arrived at the DC to be processed will be handled differently in the future with automation. And then, with the help of Symbotic, we will have two means to induct freight. The first being auto inbound, and the second being floor inbound. The second inbound adapter cell is known as floor load inbound, that enables us to take floor loaded merchandise and directly induct this freight into the structure. FLIB cells can support not only how we receive merchandise today, but also how we will receive freight in the future through auto-receiving functionality. At the floor load inbound cell, cases are placed on a conveyor, which then proceed through a super tunnel.
You see? There goes the engineers that they needed. These are the jobs that these are the jobs that they created. See? Only 3 people to make sure that the robots is functioning properly. And don't worry, they soon replace y'all too with robots. They're gonna have robot engineers. Y'all don't believe me? They're gonna have robot engineers. So these guys right here that think they got a job, they're gonna be replaced by AI pretty soon too. So no one is safe. No one is safe.
Which automatically collects case data, information, and specific item attributes. The case is weighed as it passes through an inline scale.
It's all robots
then
doing this thing.
Dimensions are measured at the case inspection station. The case goes through a 5-sided barcode reader. The last steps are completed as the case goes through a hazard class and orientation arrow detection process. Full pallet quantities are processed through.
Look what technology could do. Look at this. Right? And a lot of us probably like, yeah, that's helpful. Is making the process go smoother and faster. But that joint just replaced about 50 people right there. This machine just replaced 50 people's jobs, 50 to 100 people.
Auto inbound and floor loader merchandise is inducted into the system through floor loaded inbound.
Yeah, that's enough because I don't even know what the hell they was talking about.
This should spark debate among many people about what this means for workers' job security in light of the economy. It appears likely that this move towards automation will not completely replace human labor anytime soon, since there are still many tasks which require human judgment and creativity, which cannot be replaced by machines yet.
Which cannot be replaced by machines yet. So they're working on it. This is crazy. This is not a fairy tale, folks. This is not something that we watch. This is not a movie. We're not watching a movie. This is really happening. But, we was told that this stuff was going to happen. Right? But to lighten up the mood, I'm going to play a song. Right? This is All I Long. Right, by my dear brothers, by my dear brother Rob, his latest album, Well Done. Right, here it goes. All I Long, featuring Phelan Johnson, excuse me.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Oh, I long to look upon his face. I long to share a warm embrace. Oh, I long to see a shine. Oh, I long to
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
To see my
Yes. Once again, that song was called "Oh I Long" by Rob Robinson featuring Fela Johnson. That album is actually streaming everywhere. Well, I don't say everywhere. You can find it streaming on iTunes, Apple Music. So if you want to find it, it's on Apple Music, right? Just type in Apple Music, go to Apple Music and type in "Well Done" by Rob Robinson, and the album shall pop up. It's a beautiful song, and like I said, I wanted to keep the mood more somber, being it's a Sabbath. You know, the rap, I love the rap too. Give you a little hype, but we want to keep it a little somber, keep it in the praise and worship type spirit. But we here nonetheless, man. AI, man. Will you be replaced? I hope we're all doing what we need to do that way we not replaced. Right? We're gonna have to show this kingdom that we could do it for ourselves. We don't really need y'all. And it's in us. We just gotta know how to do it, right? But going back to the topic at hand, man, I pray you guys are having a great time. Right? I pray you guys are having a great time. I pray you guys are having a great time. Continue to hit that like button because I know you entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Right? Praise the Most High. But let's get right back into it. So we talking about the AI, we talking about the robots, we talking about how they trying to roll them out. They saying it's gonna cut costs, right? Yeah, yeah. Right, they're here to help. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're here to help. Right. But are they here to help? Daniel chapter 2 verse 40. And this is Prophet Daniel breaking down King Nebuchadnezzar's dream about the 4 beasts that's written in Daniel. But those 4 beasts represented 4 kingdoms, and the 4th kingdom we're focusing on because this 4th kingdom has to do with us, right? Daniel chapter 2 verse 40 reads, and I'm looking at this scripture because maybe we can make a connection here. It says, "And the 4th kingdom shall be strong as iron." Strong as iron. It should be strong as iron. Robots is made out of metal and pieces. Iron. I don't know. Listen. "And the 4th kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise." Right? Verse 41, right? And it says, "And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron." So it's 2, I would say, 2 factions that's making up this last kingdom, right? "But there shall be in it of the strength of iron, For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and we also hear the talk of what's called transhumanism, merging man with machine. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, because man, we were made in clay. We're like, yeah, right? And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. So this kingdom will be weak in a sense because clay cannot mix with iron. You can't merge man and machine. But they're trying to do it. And whereas I saw iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another. Even as iron is not mixed with clay. And that's another breakdown with, the angel seed trying to mix with man seed. But I just went to this scripture because it reminded, seeing the robots and the AI, it reminded me of this scripture. Iron and clay. Because there was another video I seen. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all that too. This is what they're doing in Japan, y'all. This is crazy. This is what they're doing in Japan. Let me see if I can find it. This is what they're doing in Japan. Look at this. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Here it goes. Look at this. Hold on. Okay, the ads. 1 second. Right, look at this, y'all. I want to show y'all this. And when I seen this video brought that scripture to mind. Right? Where am I? Okay, here. Let me play it back.
6 versus.
Oh my goodness. I can't escape these ads. I just skipped you.
Industry.
All right.
They are a technologically advanced country that makes great use of robots. We have seen Japan reveal many crazy robots over the years, and well, they are taking things even further.
Look at that thing. Look at this. So when I seen this image, it reminded me of that scripture, iron mixing with clay. Behind that clay face is a machine. That's why I went to that scripture. But look.
Announced fully performing female robots. Right now, many questions might be flying around your head. What are these robots? What are they supposed to do? How do they even function? Well, we've got everything covered for you. So without any further ado, let's get started. First things first, Japan is probably the best country when it comes to making and using robots. You would be surprised to hear this, but robots are responsible for more than 60% of the work done in various industries in Japan. Japan loves automating things, especially in their tech and biomed sectors.
They must have tapped into one of them crazy fallen spirits because their technology is way advanced. It's like America is trying to catch up.
They like to get robots or AI to do as much work as they can to decrease the load for humans.
Is it really to decrease the load for humans? Is it really? Like, the world was operating just fine without robots. I mean, how did our forefathers and foremothers did the normal tasks? They were able to do it. Huh? I mean, it sure would have been nice to have AI helping hands in those cotton fields when our foremothers and forefathers was there. Why not then? But y'all used us though. We could have used robots in the cotton field, in the sugarcane plantation. We could have used them. So why now?
equipment just keeps coming out in the Japanese industry. From equipment that is used in giant factories to small robots to keep the house clean, they have it all. Japan has been extremely successful when it comes to robotics, and it is said that they are the leading nation when it comes to robotic innovations. The most intriguing part about their
look at that thing. Y'all see this?
Enthusiastic culture is humanoid robots. Ever since the 1950s, Japanese researchers have loved the idea of robots that can mimic humans. I mean, who wouldn't like a robot that can talk, walk, and do pretty much everything we can with ease? We have seen Japan bringing out as many variations of humanoid robots with different purposes, from robots that can be used in the hospital to carry patients to robots that can tell you if you have bad breath. Japanese humanoid robots are
Look at that thing. And I see Charlene Oliver says the movie Megan. That's exactly what it reminded me of. I actually gotta go and watch that movie too. I think it's about a family who had a daughter, and then they bought her daughter a companion robot, which name was Megan, and that robot turned out to be super crazy and was trying to take everybody out that was making that little girl mad. They putting these things in these movies, man.
Just crazy. However, with the recent development of artificial intelligence, robotic experts in Japan have taken their success in humanoid robots to a whole different level.
What?
Recently, Japan has announced brand new, fully functioning female robots.
Why?
Now, you might be thinking, hey, what's so brilliant about them? And what do you mean by fully functioning? Allow me to explain. These female robots are not ordinary robots.
And I mean, who would want something like this in their home? Not me. Like, what?
They are bio-robots. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, these robots can mimic a real human almost exactly. First of all, just look at the design. The way they move, talk, and express themselves, it is really hard to differentiate them from a real Japanese woman. Maybe it's their eyes where their blink isn't that natural, but apart from that, this robot just looks extremely real. Kudos to whoever made this design. You have succeeded. This robot broke multiple records. Just within a few days of launch, it sold out. Not only did it become popular almost instantly, but many people showed interest in these robots. They wanted to buy them, and they did. The sales volume for this robot rose sky high. There is a reason for that though. Certainly, a product isn't just bought by someone because it went viral. It indeed has to be good, or else people would probably stop buying it once the bad reviews come out. It didn't happen. There weren't any bad reviews. This robot is completely different from any other robot ever built before. This is not your ordinary humanoid robot. Sure, some have looked quite good, but when you touch it, you can feel that metally or plastic finish every other robot has. This one is different though. Not only does it look good, but it also feels amazing. The outsides and insides of this robot have—
Not only does it look good, it feels amazing. Now, what type of freakism is Japan into? Like, why do I need that? Is it that bad? Is it that bad in China, in Japan, where you can't find a regular human being to be with? You have to female robot with lifelike skin. Yo, this is getting out of hand, y'all. This is really getting out of hand. Yeah, it's definitely getting out of hand. Hold on, let me show this too. Shout out to Brother Joe in VA. He just sent me this as well too. Let's take a look. Let me show this. Let's take a look at this.
So we're at this place called the Tipsy Robot.
When you're aiming along.
So we're at this place called the Tipsy Robot.
The Tipsy Robot.
That's the bartender right there. And so the drink is normally, you order it on iPads, the drink is normally like
14 to 18.
14 to 18, but if you buy a Yeti cup.
Yep, you get 2 drinks, 2 shots for 40.
2 drinks, 2 shots.
44.
All for 44?
Yeah.
This place is inside the Miracle Mile shops at Planet Hollywood. And as you see, these are all the employees.
Look, that's the employees, y'all. A robotic arm making you a drink. Yeah. Let me get a Long Island. Let me get a Long Island iced tea. A robot know how to make it. Probably make it better than a human. Look at that. Oh, you made a mess. Oh, he's shaking it.
So we're at this place called the Tipsy.
Look at that. Look at that. So they even come in for bartender jobs. Mixologists. We don't need y'all anymore. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all don't see what's happening here? We're being replaced slowly. But is it because of the magic potion? Are they projecting a large number of these people who just wanted to keep their jobs gonna be taken out soon because they fell for the magic potion? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all be the judge. James Johnson says, I thought my Keurig was impressive. Yeah, that thing ain't got nothing on the Keurig. Our Keurigs ain't got nothing on the tip. What is it called? The tipsy robot. Look at that. Right? Let me see what else I got here. There was something else I wanted to show y'all too. Oh yeah. This is what I wanted to show y'all.
Melbourne is a
Hold on. Let me show y'all this. They come in for all positions, brothers and sisters. They come in for them all. Where is that? Here. Look at this. Fair use, man. We just using this for educational purposes, right? Look at this. Driverless trucks to travel on Melbourne roads in Australia. This is the first trial. So this is in Australia. Won't be too long till it come here.
Melbourne is a step closer to introducing driverless trucks with an Australian first trial starting this week. The high-tech vehicles will use satellite technology and CCTV to travel in traffic.
A glimpse into the future of freight transport. On Friday, this self-driving truck will hit the road for a 27-kilometre journey, and you could be driving next to it.
Wow. It's very much like a train. It can't deviate off the track. It can't suddenly change direction.
How do you know?
It can basically stop and go and turn when it's meant to turn.
In an Australian first, the truck will travel in the right lane from Todd Road on the Westgate Freeway to Warrigal Road on the Monash and back. Utilising CityLink's cameras to track the movements of other cars, the technology will allow the truck to see a kilometre ahead and travel safely in the traffic.
We can package all that up and send it to the truck in real time, which means it will actually be able to almost literally see around the corner.
It will only travel at night when there's less traffic. A driver will also be on board to take the wheel if anything goes wrong.
The trial is a big step forward, but roads won't be taken over by driverless vehicles anytime soon. It could be decades before they're rolled out permanently.
Decades?
We have to
Okay.
be able to prove that this technology works, that it works well. It creates productivity, efficiency, and most of all, it remains safe on the roads.
The trial will run until mid-December. Rochelle Brown, 7 News.
So, apparently, no position is safe. No position is safe. They come in after all of these jobs. And is it really for the convenience? Because, like, I don't see what's wrong with having people doing it. People been doing it for years. people been working these type of jobs for years. Now, why all of a sudden we need autonomous driving trucks? We need autonomous robots working, working our businesses. Why do we need these things? Huh? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Hold on, let me see. Oh, no, not this. I'm sorry. Y'all tell me. Because it don't make any sense to me. Hold on. There was something I wanted to show too, but I can't seem to find it. Okay, yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you right now. Look at this. No job is safe, y'all. Y'all think I was playing when I titled this lesson, when I titled this stream, what I titled it. Look at this. All of the jobs that our people flock to and is booming, and we get hired like this. Look, they taking them away. Look at this. Look, inside Amazon's drones delivery service. Yeah, we don't need we don't need delivery workers anymore. We got drones. Huh? We got drones now. AI.
Inside this top secret facility in rural Oregon.
Top secret, they're saying.
Amazon is testing the future. One it says will revolutionize how your packages get delivered.
How big of a deal is this for Amazon?
It's a really big deal.
This is Prime Air, a small fleet of autonomous drones that Amazon says will soon deliver items right into your yard.
And you know what? I kind of don't mind these drones, because a lot of times I'll be ordering from Amazon. It's either my package is late or it's missing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they roll this out, some of these Amazon Prime delivery workers will start delivering these packages better, man. I don't think I mind these. Nah, let me stop playing around.
Less than an hour after you order them.
This is essentially a mock-up of what a normal backyard might look like.
Sean Cassidy is Amazon's director of drone safety. He says customers will get a GPS marker to put into their...
Murph and Frankincense LLC says, drop my boxes from 100 feet in the air. Yeah, they probably might do that. Receive your package broken.
yards. That tells the drone exactly where to drop the package from a height of 4 feet.
Oh, 4 feet.
How do you know if a customer
not
has
100
a suitable
feet.
yard for delivery?
We're actually going to go out and physically survey the yard. We're going to make sure that there's a location where we can deliver our packages that is suitable.
Some high-tech stuff, y'all. Y'all see this stuff?
From fence lines.
He says drone deliveries are scheduled to launch later this year in 2 towns, College Station, Texas, and Lockford, California, where hundreds of Amazon customers have signed up and will get it free with Prime membership. Amazon says these electronic storks can deliver 4,500 products, all under 5 pounds, using special packaging that cushions the items when dropped.
So it may not, these particular drones may not take all of the delivery jobs away, because they could only carry loads up to 5 pounds, which is okay. Like small little things. Okay, that don't sound too bad right now, because who knows what they could use these drones to do in the future, to spy, huh? They testing it by making it do small tasks like deliver 5-pound boxes, but what else do you think it could do, huh?
The company says each drone has sensors that detect any obstacles, from other aircraft to objects and people on the ground.
If it senses an obstacle in its path, it is not going to deliver.
Human engineers also monitor the flights and can take control in an emergency. But in April, Bloomberg reported some Amazon employees were concerned the company was putting development speed before safety, an allegation Cassidy denies.
Our mantra here is we will always do the safest thing possible, even when the regulator is not looking over our shoulders.
Amazon's already spent more than $2 billion on these drones.
So if they spent $2 billion on these drones, that means they're serious. They're not playing around. They definitely not playing around. They spent $2 billion on these drones. They're gonna put that $2 billion to use. Trust and believe.
Back in 2013, CEO Jeff Bezos told 60 Minutes they'd be operational before the end of the decade.
Could it be
before the end of the decade, they
4
said.
or 5 years? I think so.
But since then, the program has been plagued with delays.
Oh, that was back in 2013. We in 2023, so all right, well, let's see.
was worth the time to spend to get this thing right.
When can the average Amazon customer expect to order something via a drone?
Certainly within the 3 to 5 year window.
The race to deliver products faster than ever, now soaring to new heights.
Ooh. So, Aaron, these things look pretty big. How are they going to coordinate all the drones in the air and avoid crashing into one another?
Well, with companies like Walmart and UPS
Walmart, here we go again.
Technology, Amazon says some kind of
And
control
UPS?
system will be needed for safety, and that will require companies and the government to work together to create new flight standards and regulations. Another big hurdle to this becoming a reality, guys.
Trust me, they're gonna find a way to make that thing happen. They're gonna find a way. They spent $2 billion. The $2 billion is not small money. That's big money. That's big money that they use to set up this type of infrastructure. They know exactly what they're doing. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I'm asking, are we prepared to face this? And matter of fact, like, this is just to me, this is just the window of what we're gonna face. But who's to say what else they're gonna be using this stuff for? Huh? There was a video I wanted to show y'all because it's gonna tie in. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? There's a video that I was watching earlier which showed some crazy footage of what these drones are going to be doing. Huh? Where is it? Oh yeah, here it goes. Here goes part of the reason why I believe Christ's gonna have to shorten up the days. Because what these crazy maniacs have planned. Listen, they're gearing up for something, and it's not to make our lives any more convenient. Look at this, y'all. I'm just showing y'all the videos because ain't that much I can say on this stuff.
These robots are designed to kill.
What? Y'all, wait, whoa. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard what this man just said? Hold on.
These robots are designed to kill. They can fire a machine gun, launch grenades, and almost never miss hitting a target. Some are large and intimidating, while others are small but lethal. Let's take a look at these killer machines.
Let's take a look at these killer machines.
Armed robots are no longer just part of science fiction films like The Terminator. They've become part of our reality.
Look at
and
that.
Are here to stay.
That's like a dog robot mounted with an M16. Are you kidding me? Now imagine we gotta run from these things. Oh, I'm not even showing the video. Salakia. Y'all just heard everything. All right, let me play it back. I wilded out. I'm sorry. Imagine we gotta run from these things. Hold on. Let me play it back. Here it goes.
These robots are designed to kill.
Whoa!
They can fire a machine gun, launch grenades, and almost never miss hitting a target.
Look at that.
Some are large and intimidating, while others are small but lethal. Let's take a look at these killer machines. Welcome to Explained. Armed robots are no longer just part of science fiction films like The Terminator. They've become part of our reality and are here to stay.
It's a dog type robot with an M16 on its back, shooting at a target. Now the question is, why do I need something like this?
In fact, the first armed robots were used in Iraq in 2007.
Okay,
They were
back in
modified
2007?
versions of bomb disposal bots. Except now they were carrying M249 machine guns.
I don't even know what that is.
15 years, and these robots have gotten smarter and deadlier.
Sound like a gun from Call of Duty.
Thanks to companies like Kinetic and General Robotics. Let's look at some of the robots that have been groomed for battle. Introducing Mars, or Modular Advanced Armed Robotic Systems by Kinetic. This unmanned ground vehicle is like a tiny, powerful, and combat-ready tank.
Look at this.
These bots keep soldiers at a safe distance from enemy fire, signaling threats from several kilometers away.
Yo, this is insane.
It's used in booby-trapped areas and for ambushes, hostage or soldier rescue, and forced entry.
And forced entry. Like I said, imagine you gotta protect your family from that. A machine. You can't punch it because they don't feel no pain. It don't know if you're a threat or not a threat. It doesn't have empathy. It don't have no emotion. And you gotta protect, you're gonna have to be running from this to protect your family. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going through that?
Safety features, and only takes action when it receives coded instructions from its operator.
That's my day camera. And that's my night thermal camera.
And when it comes to using force, it either uses non-lethal laser dazzlers,
what? Laser?
Audio deterrents,
Audio?
or less than lethal grenades.
And grenades.
Or it can be hardcore and fire its lethal grenade launcher.
A grenade launcher, bro.
Machine gun.
This all these
start fires.
This is all the that was like 6 different weapons on this mini tank. What? Why do you need such a machine?
But this isn't the only armed robot in Kinetic's fleet. They've got the Talon family of robots too. These are medium-sized tactical robots. They can be used to plant or dispose IEDs, or even defense and rescue missions. In fact,
look at this thing,
they've
y'all.
already been used in Iraq and Afghanistan, and in searching for the Boston Marathon bombing suspect.
So all of these events supposedly orchestrated to roll out these things to test them out in a real scenario, right?
The latest models is the Sea Talon. It's extremely rugged and can be used in turbulent waters or on land.
That junk could climb stairs and it
with
could use in
features
water.
Like pressure sensors, GPS navigation and night vision, it can be used for security, surveillance, and even mine hunting operations.
That joint is undersea.
General Robotics is another developer of light and smart robots. Take a look at the Pitbull remote-controlled weapon stations.
The Pitbull.
This robot has enhanced artificial intelligence that improves its situational awareness and response rate.
Are you kidding me?
Using a target prediction algorithm, it can continuously and autonomously detect and track the predicted positions of threats and friendly forces. It's lightweight, but it can mount 7.62mm or 12.7mm machine guns and a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. And once it's given the command to shoot, it's known to take a perfect shot.
A perfect shot. I mean, that thing is not missing.
As large as the Pitbull to be deadly. Meet Doggo. It's small, weighs 10 kilograms, and can fit in a rucksack. But don't be fooled by its size. This tactical combat robot can climb stairs. Has 8 color video cameras and is armed with a 9mm Glock pistol.
Look at that.
Doggo acts as a watchdog for soldiers in the field and can eliminate threats without any collateral damage. And besides,
so that dude didn't even know there was a gun attached to that thing. That thing is like just a spy camera. It had a this is look at technology, y'all. And this is for our benefit? What y'all think? What y'all think? Because like Christ said, he gonna have to shorten up them days, because what we about to start witnessing on this earth, will there be any flesh to save when he come back?
Besides its anti-terror and close combat applications, its two-way audio feature can be used for negotiations for hostage rescue as well.
Hostage rescue,
Another
bro.
participant in the killer bot race is Ghost Robotics, and they're known for developing dog-like military robots.
Dog-like robots. Look at that thing.
The Vision 60 is one of them. This mid-size QUGV weighs 51 kilograms and has a top running speed of 3 meters per second.
9 feet per second this thing can run. That's fast. Y'all think y'all outrunning this thing? Y'all gonna outrun that thing with a machine gun attached to the top of it.
It has high endurance and is operational in all kinds
On
of
ice,
weather
look at
and
it.
ground conditions. Ghost Robotics recently partnered with Sword International to create a rifle-carrying, semi-autonomous robotic dog
this is
called
crazy.
Spur, or Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle System.
Look at this. What?
Basically, they took a 6.5mm Creedmoor rifle from Sword and designed it for the Vision 60's back to create this crazy-looking sniper dog.
This is something that you will see in Call of Duty, man. When you get a kill streak. Like, what? This can't be real.
While it hasn't been used in combat yet, it's safe to say you'd be well protected by it. Kinetic, General Robotics, and Ghost Robotics aren't the only ones creating armed robots.
Oh, look at this.
There are other players
You
in
seen
the
the
market
RoboCop?
creating bots for the military in all shapes and sizes. Like Mutt, a semi-autonomous robot by General Dynamics, which can be driven anywhere.
He's about to get to the
And
meat
when
of
it comes
this.
to firepower, this thing can be fixed with weapons like the M240B and the M2 machine guns, and even
M2s.
automatic grenade launchers.
Look at that.
But armed robots aren't just used by the military anymore.
Dial pad has...
Oh, come on, man. Come on, ads. Hold on.
Law enforcement agencies are introducing them on the police force as well. So far, they've been bots that only disarm bombs. But a few years ago, the Dallas Police Department used a bot to deliver an explosive device to kill a shooting suspect in a garage.
Dallas police say they used a bomb robot to take out Micah Johnson because they had no other choice.
That's who they use to take out a suspect. A suspect named Michael Johnson. Look at him. The new threat. This shot was not on, this shot was not put here on by accident. This was done purposely. He's the target. He looked like me or you. He looked like somebody I would see in the hood. You gotta bring a robotic killing machine to take him out. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up.
Negotiations broke down. We had an exchange of gunfire with the suspect. We saw no other option.
Federal law enforcement sources...
We saw no other option. Roll out the robo dog.
believe it delivered a small explosive typically used by SWAT teams to breach or blow open a door. It's a tactic used very rarely by the military and likely for the first time by U.S. law enforcement.
Most recently, the San Francisco Police Department decided to use potentially deadly robots in extreme situations. And although they've assured the public that these robots will only be used under supervision, it has sparked a lot of debate. Robots have proven their worth by keeping soldiers
Look
and
at
police
this.
officers safe, but they have malfunctioned in the
Whoa.
past.
Yo, y'all seen that? Yo, that looked so crazy.
The Sword's robots had a tendency to spin out of control from time to time.
Wow, you hear that?
And something like that could be deadly in real life. There were also cases where radio-controlled robots lagged by as much as 8 seconds, which could be costly in battle. Even though armed robots have evolved and become considerably more advanced since then, people still have concerns. They could be misused in the wrong hands, hacked and taken over, and if they're made more fully autonomous, there's no telling what kind of consequences that could have.
Wow. I remember this movie. This movie was so telling. Right? Enough of that. Can't make this stuff up, even if we tried. Y'all seen the face of the person who they looking to use these robots on. He was just the first of many, right? And what's so crazy is they're creating all of these AIs, but like this is why I had to gear it up, because they're rolling it out first using AI. It's a convenience. It's helping. We're making it more cost effective. Workers can't really keep up with the workload, so we need autonomous robots to really fulfill demand. But why do you need those type of robots? That's designed, like the man so eloquently put it, to kill. Right? We all know when Christ return, they're gonna be looking to fight against him. Hold on, let me show y'all that. Where it says it in I gotta read that. I definitely gotta read that in 2nd Esdras. Right? So in 2nd Esdras, seeing those autonomous killing robots brought this scripture to mind too. Right? I'm gonna start up here. Right? So Esdras, the Most High gave Esdras a vision. It said, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 1. It says, and it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And behold, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Who's that? It says that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. We understand that the scripture tells us that Christ will return with 10,000s upon 10,000s of his saints to do war. And here it is in 2nd Esdras Esdras was given a vision on how that would take place, or how that would look. Right? And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So he was fierce. Like they were scared to look upon this man when he came. Right? And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. So they understand that there's a man that's coming that's pretty much unstoppable. And we're not talking about the man of steel. Okay? That heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So in the vision, he's seen all of the world forces come together to fight against that man who had that power, who came with the thousands upon thousands of saints. Huh? But I beheld, and lo, he had graven him. He had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. So he had power to fly and all that. All right. But I would have seen the region or place there whereat the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So they was afraid of this man, but they was like, nah, we still gotta fight this thing, this alien. We still gotta fight him, because if we don't stop that threat, right, Earth will be destroyed. Doesn't that sound like every Marvel movie, or every movie with Earth's superheroes battling the outside alien invasion? Don't it sound like that? And brothers and sisters, I'm gonna tell you, that's exactly what it is. Every Marvel, DC movie, or any movie that you see with the superheroes on Earth banding together to quote unquote save the Earth from the outside alien invasion, they're just showing you but not trying to tell you that the Earth is trying to band together to fight against Christ when he returns, because he's, according to Scripture, he's the only thing that's coming out of the sky to take back power and control. And that's how they depict it in every one of these movies. You got the Avengers fighting against Thanos, right? And they had us believe Thanos was the bad guy, right? And the Avengers, they're here to protect Earth. Who are the Avengers? You got it, your fallen ones, trying to still have control over this plane. They got to stop the outside force. And here it is, we're reading it in second Esdras. We're reading Marvel movies in the second Esdras. He says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand. That's how much power he had. Like the Thanos glove. Right? He said he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks like tempest. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid. So this is what Ezra seen. Okay, Ezra's seen what these Marvel movies is depicting. And is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that those machines that we seen are being built for a specific purpose and for a specific time, understanding the threat that they have coming to them? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? This is why I had to put that scripture on the screen, because that came to mind, seeing those robots built and mounted with all type of weapons of war, right? This is, and they don't think for one second they're not afraid of what's to come. They really are afraid. They know what's coming. They definitely know what's coming. So will you be replaced by the AI? Eventually, yeah. All these jobs that we're taking up will definitely come to an end, some way, somehow, right? Because we can't. None of us can stop Bible prophecy. Bible prophecy say that they will implement a mark that, lest you have that mark, no one will be able to buy or sell. And who's to say, right? Who's to say that in order for you to have access to your paycheck that you worked so hard for, in order for you to gain access to that money, you have to have that mark to be able to use the money that you worked for. So the only way you're going to have a job is if you take that AI mark. It's a chip. It's going to be some type of AI that's implantable, whether it be in your skin or on your forehead. And without that artificial intelligence that they're saying that they're going to use as the mark, unless you have that, all of your funds, your savings, your money, you're not going to have no access to it. So eventually, they're going to have to replace all of us with AI, because a lot of us is not going to take that mark. So who's going to, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to do those jobs? Who's going to pick up the trash? Who's going to drive the buses? Who's going to do deliveries? Who's going to be the cashiers? Knowing that a lot of people is not going to take that mark, and a lot of people is going to be passing away because of the magic potion that they all took. We got to put everything together. We got to really be able to tie everything together and see how this thing's going to play out. We have to. Right? And I see it's getting late, and I don't. There's so much more that I could show you, I could talk about, but it's getting late, and I don't want to keep everybody up too late, because a lot of us still got to get up to go to service tomorrow, or still get up to watch Elder Rawchaa, right? But listen, man, we gonna talk about it, man. Will you be replaced, man? We're living in a time of artificial intelligence, man. Artificial intelligence. So I'm gonna open up the lines real quick, right? Open up the lines. We'll talk about it. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know how you feel. How do you feel about this coming invasion of AI, man? What do you guys feel is in it for us? Is it a benefit? Is it? Or should we be looking over our shoulders all the time with this coming technology that's already here? So the number's on your screen, 646-439-6959. Right? Call in so we can have a conversation. I want to know y'all thoughts, man. I want to know, what are y'all doing to prepare? Or are you even preparing? Are you like, you know what? God got me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Tell me. So once again, the number's on your screen. 646-439-6959, brothers and sisters. Call in. And while that's happening, I'll play this in the meantime as well too. I want to play this song. 1 second. Yeah, brothers, this is call in. I'll just keep the line open for a little bit. Let me make sure everything is good on my end, just in case you guys are trying to call in. Right? Give me a second, and while I pull up this. Okay. One second. And matter of fact, how's everybody doing? I want to make sure everybody is doing good. I really appreciate you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys for coming in and hitting that like button and sharing this content, man. It's such a great show. Right? Such a great show. But I want to play this in the meantime while we wait. Let me get this. Play this video one time. And this video was shot. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, this video was shot and edited by me. But this is a Hebrew Fresh song featuring his wife and myself. It's called Kingdom Within. Hope you guys enjoy this.
What if I told you that the kingdom's within us? What if I told you that Christ's blood's in us? What if I told you that His reigns in the thin blood? What if I told you that? What if I told you that? What if I told you that you was made to reign alongside angels, all despite the pain that you went through in life? Would you repent? Would you renew your mind? Would you go heal a blind? Follow my Mashiach and find the kingdom within? Or would you continue in sin? Think about all that's been going down, yeah, it's prophecy. Holy days kept all poppin', see? Picking that's dead, they obviously really blind, need an ox to teach. What you gonna do is time, my peeps. Kingdom at hand, judge on the way. Tomorrow ain't promised, life like a vapor. Seek your maker. What if I told you that the kingdom's within us? What if I told you that Christ's blood's in us? What if I told you that His reigns in the thin blood? What if I told you that? What if I told you that? What if I told you that you special in the eyes of the Abba? More money, more problems, and the outcome for a rich man getting in is harder. When it comes to the kingdom, love not the world. Come to the Father, gotta love pearls. Eschew evil, even from a girl. Kingdom over everything, lead him out the world. Lead him to the water, lead him to our Savior. Lead him to you martyred, lead him to our Maker. Let him know they Jacob, prince of the power. Really gotta shape up. Angels coming with him, if we wicked, they gon' fade us. What if I told you, kingdom what you made him? Yeah, it's inside you, no need a hesitation. Yeah, it's inside you, faith and meditation. What if I told you that the kingdom's within us? What if I told you that?
Once again, the calling number is 646-439-6959. Want to hear your thoughts.
What if I told you that? What if I told you that nothing was the same? It's like you waking from a bad dream and the pain still in your brain, still in your brain. What if I told you that the choice was in your hands? You can choose vanity, reality. Keep calm, mistake your claim, mistake your claim. It's not happening, plug me back in. I gotta get back to the matrix, need my satisfaction, straight acting. What if I told you that the kingdom's who you are, and you don't wasted your whole lifetime chasing dreams and falling stars? Christ is the key, renew your mind. Turn from all of your wickedness and please stop wasting time. He's here for the brokenhearted and He will free the blind. Prepare for His return and don't look back, you see the signs, see the signs. Christ is the key, renew your mind. Turn from all of your wickedness and please stop wasting time. He's here for the brokenhearted and He will free the blind. Prepare for His return and don't look back, you see the signs, see the signs, see the signs.
Yes, 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 yes. That was Kingdom Within by Hebrew Fresh, featuring McCall, his wife, and myself. All right, so we got a caller calling in right now. What's going on? What's going on? 678 area code. Who am I speaking with? Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man.
Okay. What's going on, brother? Who am I speaking with? Shalom.
Oh, this is Brother Varsity. I didn't know I was gonna come through that quick.
Okay, brother Varsity, what's going on, man? Shalom. What body you from?
I'm with the North Carolina body.
Okay, North Carolina in the house. North Carolina in the house. That's what I'm talking about. All right, go on, man. So what's your take on this AI stuff, man?
Man, you know what? This whole AI thing. You know, I was just thinking earlier because I don't know if you heard, but they're having like the artists like Ariana Grande, Drake, Kanye, like they're using AI to like mimic and capture their voice. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, like, do these people I know? I think they're about to be replaced. You know, it's like slow. It's like an increment. You know what I'm saying? It's neat now. Oh yeah, because it sounds just like them. I think they had one Mariah Carey. She was singing a Whitney Houston song, and it sounded just like her. And I was like, wow. You know, but it's this whole AI takeover thing, man. It's definitely real from what you was saying, and I know I caught this in the back end, but Mr. Song, when I caught it, it kind of drew me in. I kind of caught the end of what the tail end of what you was talking about. But
okay,
it's yes, but this AI thing is real, man. It's scary, but we got to stay, in Christ. Higher, Yeshaya. We got to stay grounded because it's coming.
You know what's and
I had to come.
No, but what I was gonna say to that point where you what's so crazy about it, your point was as far as they using or taking these artists' voices and using them, right?
Yes.
I seen something else that was even creepier too. What people are doing with this new AI technology as well too, they're able to take someone's video or like their likeness and their voice and make them say something that they never even said or recorded before.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all seen that.
I was hearing something like that, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy what they could do with technology.
How effective do you think that's going to be? Like, do you think, I think they say by the end of this year, I'm not sure, but I mean, if you can get like a time frame, do you think they'll be able to pull it off by the end of this year?
Anything is possible. Anything is possible, but I know they're on a schedule. So anything can happen between now and their target projection of 2030, bro. So it's looking like they're speeding up time for whatever reason, or speeding up the process for whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they do have a short window, and they understand that. So anything can happen between now and 2030. That's my take on it.
Yeah, 2030, and Elder Rawchaa was saying that too. He was saying, watch out for 2030. So this, man, this. I thank you for taking my call, brother. Happy Shabbat. I just had to call in. I'm glad I got your intake, man. All praise to the Most High.
All praises.
You gotta stay grounded, man.
Nah, definitely, man. Thank you for calling in, man, and just words of encouragement, man. If we continue to do what's right, and we continue to follow Christ and keep the commandments, listen, the Most High got us. He promised that he's going to be the guide to those who keep his commandments. So as long as we continue to stay on the path and not divert to the left or to the right, and we stay straight on the path, the Most High got us, man. None of these things should fear us. And guess what? Even if the Most High allow one of these things to be able to get to us, guess what? We still live on the other side. So they're not really doing nothing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They're not really doing nothing.
Life. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's like they basically just freeing us from this bondage into eternity. And I just want to say, and it's funny you say that. When people say, "Well, I'm getting old,"
Nah, you eternal. You know, you forever living.
Right.
You don't know it. You know,
exactly.
This flesh, it's not going to see the kingdom no way. It's the spirit that's going to see the kingdom. So, you know, yeah. The water, brother, man. I appreciate you taking my call, man.
All praises.
Man, keep the spirit going, brother.
Definitely. All praises.
All
Thank you for calling. Appreciate you.
All right, no problem.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat.
Yes. So all praise to the Most High, man. Listen, man. The Most High did not give us the spirit of fear. All right. The Most High did not give us the spirit of fear, brothers and sisters. We here. And we not going nowhere. All right. We not going nowhere. Right? So as long as we got air in our lungs, we're able to still speak and preach this gospel and be a light to the Jew and Gentile alike. Listen, man, there's nothing they could do to stop Bible prophecy. They could try. They could try, but it's gonna be to no avail, because that man that's coming that's gonna crack that sky, he's unstoppable. And another thing with their AI, they even creating what's called antimatter weapons. Antimatter. So matter is
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay. Oh,
Left
okay.
one.
Here we go. We got another call coming in. But you know, like I was saying, hold on. I see somebody calling. Shalom. Shalom. What's going on, my brother? Who am I speaking with?
Antoine.
Hold on real quick, Antoine. I'm gonna finish that thought. What I was saying about that antimatter weapon. They have these they're creating these antimatter weapons, meaning it's weapons that fights against something that's antimatter. So it's not matter. So if it's not matter, then what is it? It's a spiritual like, you know what I'm saying? It's spiritual. So they're creating weapons to fight celestial beings. But, you know, what's going on, my brother? What's your name again, brother?
Antoine.
Shabbat shalom, Antoine. What body you from?
Carolina, North Carolina.
North Carolina is in the house, man. Let's give it up for North Carolina, man, the Carolinas. So what's going on, man? What's your take on this AI stuff, man?
I think all of it's going to be used in so many angles. Like, it's funny because when you showing the first one dealing with the truck, you know, the first thing I thought was, okay, well, you still going to have somebody in, but what happens when they don't have somebody in these trucks?
Right.
And they can use these trucks as a weapon, sort of like how the train derailment in Ohio. So that was one of the things that came in my mind. That truck can be used as a weapon to do whatever they choose to do in certain areas.
Yeah. Con, I agree.
You brought in the Amazon thing.
Right.
First thing I thought, I thought of that as a weapon also. Well, now instead, in certain areas that they feel, instead of dropping a package, they can drop a bomb.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so,
see. Yep. Like all that. I feel like what they just using that as a front to test to see how well or how accurate they could drop a package in a specific area. Because why are you spending $2 billion on something like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You go ahead.
And that's the same thing. It's funny because you said, when you went to that video, I haven't seen that video, one time before. And I was like, I already was thinking that stuff before, because it's funny that when you was tying it in with the scriptures, I was like, I feel like this stuff going to be used on different angles where it's going to be used to hunt those who don't want to comply, where they're going to try to come at some of us. It's also going to be used as leverage for those who don't know the truth and like kind of baffled as to what to do.
Right.
And so where it can be used as leverage, like, well, we got your job replacement. You don't have to just go ahead on. It's all right. We got somebody right here, which is, AI to take your place. And it's going to make them feel like, okay, well, I'll comply.
Right.
Whatever. I just need to keep my job. So I think it's going to be used on kind of like on both angles and stuff.
Yeah.
And definitely it's going to be used in the end times, I believe, for as weaponry that they're going to try to use along with their military might and things of that nature.
Definitely. Yep. Exactly. And I don't know, for some reason I'm just getting like the X-Men vibes, like the Sentinels, how they were sending the Sentinels, those big robots against the mutants. I'm just getting those vibes.
Right.
Like they're gonna be using that against us anyways. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Every time I see it, I be thinking about Terminator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when it first come on and the stuff when at how they show like the war and stuff and all that with the robots and stuff like that at the beginning.
Right. Like in the beginning when in the first one where they showed it was like a nuclear bomb that dropped.
Right.
Remember that? And then she was holding onto the fence and all you seen was bones. Then after that it was the rise of the robots.
Yeah. That's what I think about every time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that music, I like that video. It's funny because I was listening to that on Patreon. Well, they got the G.O.C.C. music on Patreon. Mm-hmm. And stuff. I like that song. I was listening to it earlier because I'm out here driving trucks and stuff right now.
Which song you talking about?
Putting, the video that you just played. What if I told you that the kingdom was that joint right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just sitting there listening to that stuff earlier before I started checking online to see if anything came on.
Right.
And stuff. I really like I like that whole album that they got on the G.O.C.C. on the Patreon.
Oh, praise the Most
That's
High.
how I first heard the song.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Great song, man. I like the video too.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High. Yeah, that's from our brother Officer Zachariah. He goes by Hebrew Fresh, his artist name. So you could go on YouTube and just type in Hebrew Fresh and his music will pop up. And SoundCloud as well too, cool. And iTunes. So yeah, man.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man.
Thanks for taking my call.
You already know, man. Shabbat Shalom.
All right, Shalom.
All right. Yes, sir. You see that, man? Yo, and you guys got some great insight on this AI thing, man. Because certain things y'all talking about, I didn't even factor in or bring up in my mind. But listen, man, we here, man. This AI stuff. We are here, man. And I feel like they just giving us a little taste, a little glimpse of what they are getting ready to do. Because, like I said, they're showing us the little technology that they got. But I'm pretty sure, or I should say, the older technology that they got. But I'm pretty sure they already got they got far more advanced technology or robots that they got. Okay, we got another call coming in. All right. 508 area code. Are you in? I'll try to call you back. Oh, somebody else is calling in. What's going on? 508. I seen you calling. 508-317. I don't know if that's the brother that just called. But somebody else just called too as well. But yeah, like I said, the lines are still open. I'll stay on for a little bit more. I just want to get y'all feedback. Okay, we got another. Shalom, 571 area code. Wait, hold on real quick. You gotta be all right. Shalom.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Who am I speaking with? What's your name, brother?
We have.
Hello.
This is. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to draw a parallel with, before the flood, you had the giants that turned on the Most High's creation. Right. Now we have AI, which is doing the same thing. It's going to turn on man. So the AI is basically the new giant.
I like that. I like the way how you put that because you're right. It makes sense because before the flood, it was the giants. Right? No, and prior to that, before the giants, it was the fallen angels. Then there was the giants. Now, in this day and age, we could say it's the AI. They're gonna turn on us too, same way. Because who's the intelligence behind the AI? Who's operating it? Because that technology didn't just come out of nowhere. It's not like a man didn't program those thoughts. Something is controlling these AIs to make it do what it's doing. So you're right on that. I feel like you're right on that. Mm-hmm.
All right. Shalom, bro.
Yeah, shalom. I appreciate you calling in.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. That's a great connection right there, man. Real great connection. The same way that giants turned on mankind and started destroying mankind. Who's to say that this AI thing won't turn around and destroy mankind again? Same way. Hey, listen, man. We gotta connect the dots, man. Nothing is everything that glitter ain't gold. All right, we got another call coming in. Okay, 508 area code. Who am I speaking with? You on the Born of Levi experience?
This is the Speezy.
This is who?
Speezy.
Speedy?
Speezy. The Speezy 99.
Oh, Stevie.
Yes.
Oh, Speezy 99. Okay. I see you. Okay. Yeah, I see you on the chat. What's going on? Massachusetts body. What's going on?
I finally got through.
God, praise I see you calling. Praise the Most High.
Great stream. No, I just want to say more about the AIs. What you're saying about the Marvel movies, how they low key, they're showing us right in front of our faces. And what I really want to say is, if you pay attention to the movies, and if you watch, they're showing you the next, because it's AI, and then transhumanism, and then believe it or not, they're going to try to shift your conscience into the AI. So they're going to try to put human conscience into the AI, because they can't take the soul, but they can take your memories, and they can download your memories and put it on a chip.
Right.
So that's going to be the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Downloading your mind into an AI. I just want to tell you stuff about that, because this AI stuff is blowing up now.
No, it really is. And it's crazy that you mentioned that transhumanism thing.
Yep.
There was a website. I believe it was. I believe it was. This was it. I don't know if you ever went to this website before. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Neuralink.
Yeah. That has to do with your retina, with your eye scan, right?
No, like Neuralink is as an actual company. Well, it deals with your brain.
Okay.
It deals with your brain.
Right.
Like, look on the screen.
Okay.
I covered this a while back.
Let me look on the screen.
Right, the breakthrough technology for the brain, and this is an actual website, y'all.
Yeah, I see it.
Y'all could go on this website. Just go to Neuralink.com, and it tells you, look, understanding the brain, right? Interfacing with the brain, engineering with the brain. So all of this is trying to merge man with machine, and trying to download your consciousness, into this AI thing.
That's what's next. They're gonna download your conscience. Yep. But all your memories, and there's movies out there that show us. It's weird how they just put it in the movies, and the humans think it's just a movie. Then once it's like a toy, first it's a movie, then they make it a toy, and then once it's a toy, they make it into like a weapon, and then it's on the market.
And you know what's crazy?
So yes, this one's a great show, man. Great show.
Praise the Most High.
I'm enjoying everything.
I appreciate you for calling in.
Sir.
Appreciate you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Shabbat shalom.
Yes, have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Shalom.
And you see, what?
Bro, Dominic, text now audio.
Okay, we got Brother Dominic calling in. Shalom. Is he on? All right, well, and what that brother's call just reminded me of was I know some of y'all might remember. A lot of y'all should remember the movie called that little doll called Chucky. Remember the Chucky doll? And it was a little doll that was possessed with a demon. Y'all remember that? It was a doll. They bought this little doll, and the doll was possessed with a demon, and that demon doll was just going around killing everybody. They was introducing it slowly to showing you that these demons, these spirits need a host. So they're not low key, and this is known stuff. Now they're just gonna be putting that joint into the robots now. They showing you that they was putting it into that doll, man, and that doll was going around killing people. Now it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm telling you, man. That Neuralink, all of that stuff, all this have something to do with this transhumanism. Y'all gotta look that stuff up, man. Make sure y'all go and check out that website, man. Neuralink.com. They're talking about how they're trying. And and guess what? Guess who founded this company? Huh? Elon Musk. Who is this guy? All right. I got brother Samuel on. Shalom, what's going on, brother Samuel? Indiana body. What's going on?
Shalom, brother. I couldn't help but come in, man, because it's key. It's key to understand that this artificial intelligence is greater than we even know right now, and it's that, you know, it's already been implemented in the vessels of people, you know, and eventually these people are going to become this artificial intelligence, and it's just, you know, that transition's already been made right before our eyes, right before everybody's eyes. It's like all this information on the internet, if you look up singularity, comes up about the technology that they're using. And, you know, I honestly think that with the whole Sodom and Gomorrah type ideology out there, that, you know, that word trans, you know, transformer, whatever it is, you know, it's to program the mind to transform the people, not just on a man, woman, or sexuality type, but transform humans. I hate that word because that word actually means that, but transform man and woman to a higher state that they call. But when you look up singularity, it actually means, let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Because I just looked it up.
I'll put it on the screen.
The meaning of singularity. It says, in technology, the singularity describes a hypothetical future where technology growth is out of control and irreversible. These intelligent and powerful technologies will radically and unpredictably transform our reality. The word singularity has many different meanings. And when you scroll down and you see what does singularity mean? Something that is singular, such as a separate unit, unusual or distinctive manner of behavior, peculiarity, the quality or state of being singular. So single from what? Single from the Spirit of God, from the Spirit of Christ, and from the Holy Spirit is what I'm seeing with this definition. And that's their goal. Their goal is to separate us from God, because they're already alienated from him. They have no chance back. So what's a sore loser do? They take as many with them as they can. And this is their way, by removing the God gene, removing that tie and severing that connection from God through the willingness of men. If you're willing to submit to this master over here, over your true master, who's your creator, who is the potter, then that's what's going to happen.
And
it's
funny
if we accept it.
It's funny you just you mentioned that word singularity. I looked up this word, right? I got it on the screen. It says, and look at one of the definitions. It says a hypothetical moment in time when artificial intelligence and other technologies have become so advanced that humanity undergoes a dramatic and irreversible change. Look at that. Yo,
Yeah.
I gotta look that up some more.
Yeah, because they're speaking about it throughout. Like, you got Christian pastors talking about this AI stuff. You got, and you got the world leaders talking about this AI stuff. And we know who it is. Praise the Most High that we have this wisdom and knowledge and instruction from our elders, from the teachers that are teaching us, and it behooves each and every one of us to exude those principles that the Spirit has, because even the Bible says that if you be led of the Spirit, you shall also walk in it. So we need to walk in this fruit of the Spirit, and this is what's going to protect us, because she's going to lead us. She's going to say, "Don't go that way." There's one of them AI things. She's going to say certain things, and we're going to be able to hear. We're going to be able to listen. And I truly believe that people are already. This transformation has already happened. Is because that's another reason why the love of many is waxing cold.
Right.
Because all these toxic metals, all these, the list goes on and on. But we have nothing to fear, and we have nothing to be afraid of, because Christ told us of these times in Matthew 24. He told us also at the end of the book of Matthew that He's with us all the way till the end.
Right.
And that those that shall be saved are those that are going to endure,
Definitely.
We have nothing to worry about, not even these machines, not even these people that are going to be transformed, and, we don't got nothing to worry about. We just got to do the work, stay to the plow, and continue to love each other.
Mm-hmm.
That charity is a big thing. If we don't have that charity, we ain't got nothing.
You ain't got
we
nothing.
Never will.
You're right. But definitely appreciate you calling. But definitely, I love your insight, man. And you already know that word singularity, man. I gotta look more into that word, because that definition just piqued my interest. So appreciate you for that, man. Praise the Most High for that.
Yes, officer. Yes, we appreciate you and what you're doing, man. Stay to the cloud. Bless you.
All praises. Shabbat shalom.
That's it. Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Yes, sir. Hey, I seen my aunt calling, because I gotta call. I gotta call you back. Definitely gotta call you back. I'm gonna call you right now. Can I call him back? What's going on? Right? Shalom. All right. Should be calling. Hey, Kazaa, man, if you see that call, man, call back, all right? And it's funny, I seen somebody put in the chat Cerebral from X-Men. Yo, y'all, even the name, Cerebral have to deal with the brain. And every time Professor X would go into, I don't know if it was called the war room or whatever room that thing was called, he would put on that helmet and he would communicate with Cerebral. And that thing was like some advanced machine that was able to connect to everybody's brain. And it was able to pick out the other mutants that were hiding. He had that technology. Great insight with that as well, too. Hey, Kazaa, man, if you see that, call back, man. Definitely want to hear your insight. But praise the Most High, man. Praise the Most High. We winding down to the tail end of the show. I really appreciate you guys for coming in and hitting that like button, man. You guys, real round of applause for y'all, man. Before I continue, round of applause for y'all for doing that thing, man, and being so interactive and making the stream what it is. Right, but like I said, we winding down.
Deacon Chaza.
Oh, here it goes.
Now audio.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Hey, Kazaa. Hold on. Hello?
Yes, sir. Shabbat
hey,
shalom.
Shabbat shalom, man. What's going on, my eye?
Not much, officer. Not much. Great show tonight.
All praises to the Most High, man. How you doing, man? What's going on? Talk to me.
Doing well, doing well. It just it came to my spirit. There's a website called 2045.com. They have a video on there for the global future of 2045. I'm not sure if you could pull it up, but it has like
I'm doing that right now.
And the video.
Oh,
and it just kind of shows.
Go ahead.
It just kind of shows like the gradual progression of technology, and it's like a marketing strategy to the elite, like the brother was saying about transferring your conscious to an avatar, and to the elite, it's kind of like advertising it to them as something that they could purchase to transfer their conscious to an avatar body for immortality. But it kind of promotes it like the simplicity of the technology that we indulge in is just a means to an end, just for this form of technology, just for transhumanism.
Right.
It's very profound.
Yeah, I definitely. I just pulled it up. I just pulled it up on the screen, but I'm definitely gonna go into it on my own time. 2045.com. I never heard of this. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is profound. Brother Quam had brought this out like in 2012. Man, we just been watching the gradual stages, because it also shows like what their expectations are from 2025, 2030, all the way up to 2045. So it's just profound how everything is just gradually progressing in that manner,
bro. This is crazy. Definitely appreciate the insight, man. Thank you for calling in, bro, and dropping this. This is heavy right here, bro.
Oh man, this is one of my favorite topics, so it was a blessing to be able to chime in. Great show, and Barakatah.
Barakatah, man. Bless you, man. Bless the family, man. And most high willing, I see you soon. Hopefully, I see you soon, Hawk.
Khan, how you willing?
High willing, Khan. Praise the Most High.
Barakatah, Shalom, Israel.
Shabbat Shalom. My Ak, man, calling in. Deacon Kazaa. Right? But praise the Most High, man. Praise the Most High. Oh, man. What a show, what a show, what a show. You know what? I'll take one more call before it's Godspeed, because, you know, we all still got service in the morning. You know, and we gotta, you know, make sure we take the time out to really rest, because the Sabbath is for rest. Yeah, man. And, oh yeah, that's my Outcast D, man. Some amazing music too. I gotta start featuring some of his music on the platform as well too. Amazing artist, man. So definitely, This definitely was a great show, man. Definitely was a great show. And you know, I'm not gonna. I want to end the show with a prayer, because you know it is, like I said, we're ushering in the Sabbath. We're ushering in the Sabbath worship. So we got to make sure we keep it holy as much as possible as we can, right? Try to do well on the Sabbath, guys. You know, and those of you guys who's not gathering with the body yet, man, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, man? Don't waste no time. All right, don't waste no time, because we got to get this together, man. We got to get this together, right? We definitely do. But you know, I'm gonna just play the prayer. You know, I thought I had somebody else coming in, but I guess that would be the last call of the night, so we could wrap things up, man. We could wrap things up. So I'm gonna you know, in the spirit of it being the Shabbat, you know, I'm gonna play the prayer that was recorded on my last EP, streaming everywhere. It's titled "In Spirit and in Truth," right? In Spirit and in Truth. So you could catch it streaming everywhere. iTunes, Apple Music, SoundCloud, what else? All the other stuff, Spotify. You can catch my latest EP and all my other stuff, right? But I'm gonna play that prayer just to close out this stream, and just to get us into Sabbath worship mode, man. Here it goes. Here's Yaqua's prayer in spirit and in truth.
We ask that you heal those that are sick in the body. We ask that you heal those people who have infirmities. We pray for those that are worried right now, Heavenly Father, that you help them. We pray for our nation. We pray for our people right now who is marching and protesting and want a way out and want to see our people free, but they don't know how, Heavenly Father. Show them that the reason that we are in this predicament because we are the children of Israel who transgress the laws of the Father. Ahaya Asha Ahaya. Show them Ahaya. Show them that we are the chosen people of the book. Show them that the slave ships is prophecies in the Bible. Show them that our poverty in the ghettos is in this book. Open up their eyes. And I know that you're doing it. I know that you're doing it, Ahaya. We feel you. We know that. We see the people waking up. So we just ask that you continue to do the miracles that you're doing. Let the nations, let the people, the non-believers that didn't know that you was real, show them that the coronavirus, these plagues that Christ said that was coming in the last days are here. And it was prophesied before time that it was gonna happen. Show them that our people fighting against the government and the establishment and white supremacy is prophecy from our Savior saying nation shall rise against nation. Nationalities shall rise against other nationalities. Ethnicities shall rise against other ethnicities. Kingdom shall go against kingdom. We pray that they wake up to these words, Heavenly Father, and see that the Bible's a real book. And we pray that they see that you are real. Continue to show your wonders. But Heavenly Father, we pray that you continue to give us time to get ourselves right. For right now, everybody in the room can attest that we are not perfect yet. There's still works that we need to do. There's still things that we need to do to please you. So please continue to give us time to be that perfect servant for you. So in all things we pray to you, our Father, who art in heaven, Ahaya, Ahaya, be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Shemai, Yasharala, Ahaya, Elahayana, Ahaya, Akai. Shemai, Yasharala, Ahaya, Elahayana, Ahaya, 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 Akai. Shemai, Yasharala, Ahaya, Elahayana, Ahaya, Akai. Amen.
Yes. So that was Yaqua's prayer on my latest EP, In Spirit and in Truth, streaming everywhere. So go check it out. Right? Had to play that to close out the show. So, yeah, it's such a powerful prayer. And like I said, I say this all the time. That prayer was done during a live jam session at my house. During the pandemic, the pandemic in 2020, right? And two songs was created out of that. That's on the EP, and I had to use those prayers as interludes because they were so powerful, man. And I play them all the time, man. And so I hope you guys enjoy it too, like how I enjoy them. But yeah, it's the end of the show, man. I hope you guys have a blessed Shabbat and a blessed night. And listen, man, don't be replaced, man. Like we do it every week. You already know, man. It's the end of the show. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodnight, but until next time. Shalom. Stay prayed up. Peace and blessings. I love you all. Continue to endure unto the end, family. Please remember to endure. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. I don't care what they talking about on the left or on the right. I don't care if it's something that you never even heard before and it sounds enticing. Don't even look. Stay where the Most High sent you. Trust me. Stay where the Most High sent you. And continue to work where he sent you. That's more. He find more pleasure in that obedience than you trying to find your own way. Because we tried it already and look where he sent us. So praise the Most High for that. Appreciate y'all for coming in.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're now tuned into the Born of Levi experience.
So once again, Shabbat Shalom. Praise the Most High. I'll see y'all next week. Back to the regular scheduled time. You know, for right now, Thursdays, right? But we'll definitely keep you posted. Stay prayed up. Sin not. See you next time. Shalom.